Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to some more Bulgaria 51 here in Victoria 3. Let's check to make sure everything's working here. Hello, me. Hey, right back at you, buddy. All right. What do we got going on? Hey, Just Ed Harris. What's up? What's up? Good to see you, my friend. How are you? How's your weekend? Welcome back, my friend. Hey, Jabba, what's up? What's up? Everything is working. Nice. Good to hear. Good to hear. How are you? How's it going? How's the weekend? How was work? Worked? I am glad to say I am on spring break. So I've got a little bit of time off. Oh, just got home from a first aid course. Very cool. Very cool. How was that? What, I just realized I forgot to silence all my devices around me here. Apologies. Was there, a specific reason that brought on taking that course, or just good to know? It is something everybody should do, right? I was thinking about that with the CPR course. Like, it's good if everybody took one. And I say that, and yet I've never taken one. I should do that. All right, what do we got going on here? So let's refresh on what we're doing. We've got two and maybe three achievements we're going for. The big one we're going for is Prussia of the Balkans. As Bulgaria, complete the Prussia of the Balkans journal entry and have a higher prestige than Prussia. We've completed the journal entry, so now we just got to get a higher prestige in Germany. The other one we're going for is Teamkiller. As a member of the Balkan League, complete the Spoils of War journal entry. And I'm glad to say for that one, we've pretty much completed it. It's just a matter of time. So we just have to wait the 8 months and 3 weeks for this journal entry to time out, and we got the states that we need. So so this episode, we'll get it. And then lastly, if there is enough time after we get Prussia of the Balkans, we will try to form Yugoslavia. But we can't do the Yugoslavia one because we have to be Bulgaria when we do Prussia of the Balkans. So this episode, we're pretty much done with Teamkiller here. So now we really start focusing our attention on Germany. And of course, in this run, Germany's got massive prestige. So we've got some work ahead of us here. Hey, King Hulk, good morning to you. Good morning to you. How are you? The long wait for another great day of streaming is finally over. That's right. That's the spirit. We're back. We are back. A new week and actually a full set of streams. All right, hold on, something's not working here. There we go. We are oftentimes alone at work, so they encourage everybody doing first aid and fire safety course. Oh, that's good. Well, that's cool. I mean, it's just generally a good thing to do, right? Did fire last week, first aid today. Nice. So, always hang around Jabba, because if you have an emergency, he'll know what to do. All your friends now will be like, I'm never leaving your side. Because when poop hits the fan, you're the person that's going to know what to do. Very cool, very cool. All right. One thing we need to get situated here is our companies, right? They're not at prosperity yet. Now, it looks like this one is going to get there. Excuse me. So for this one, we just got to wait it out a little bit. Doing great. I hope that you are doing great as well. Trying economic dominance with Brazil for the second time. Was 200 million short in the first run. Invested too much on my allies. Yeah. Brazil's a good one to do, though. Brazil's definitely a good one to do. You can get some deficit spending going. Yeah, that one is tough if the longer you go, because that final objective, what does this have to, like, the 20% of the world's GDP or something like that? So, of course, the longer you go, the higher you need to get your GDP. When I did that one with the United States, and I waited too long, and I ended up having to get to like 1 billion GDP just to get the achievement. It was crazy. Now I have a friend that did an extended first aid course. I'll just point to him. Yeah. Somebody's bleeding out. Be like, he did the extended, he has the Lord of the Rings extended edition of that course. Go to him. I love it. Nice. Oh, man. All right, so this company will be okay. Now, this one, so we took this company mainly because it's the only Bulgaria-specific company, so why not? We got tobacco. I didn't add in opium because we don't really have a source of opium, so I don't want to waste the company charter on it quite yet. So I got to 1.1 billion. It still was short. That's rough. I am sorry, my friend. Oh man, yeah, that's one where you just stop and go, 1.1 billion, damn. After Stream Friday, I started a beta patch run on CK3. Oh, I totally forgot about that beta patch for CK3. I might do that today. But it needs some more cooking because you can only gain stress when you're old. You can't lose it. Oh, wow. So as soon as you're infirm, you pretty much afterwards die if you have any stress. What a bug. What a bug. Maybe it's a little too close to real life there. Hey, Teamkiller the Molfar. Hello, hello. Welcome back, my friend. Good to see you. How you doing? How was your weekend? But at least I learned from my mistakes. The second try should be it. Nice. You got it. I'm sure you got it. All right, so let's talk about this company here. We got to get them to prosperity. One of the big issues we have here is that our productivity is lower than the average. Now, we have 31 staff building levels, which is nice, and this guy's popularity is good. So we're going to pull out the calculator here. So we have pretty much about 38 prosperity built in, and so we only need to get plus 62 from this one. Now for this one, you get a base amount of 50, and then you get an addition or subtraction based on the percentage that you're above or below the average productivity. So we're below the average, which is why we're at 42. We need to get this number to 62. So let's see, that's about, so how much do we need? 62 minus 50, 12, divide that by 50. We need to get about 24% above the average productivity, which is 11.2 at the moment. That can change, but let's say at the moment. So 2.688 plus the 9.4. So if we could get our productivity up to 12, we would get to prosperity with this company. Now, productivity is a weighted average, so like these will weigh more. And these are the ones in our country, so we have more control over them. So like this one, if we could get this up to 12. So we could go to electors. Why don't we just do that globally in all of these tobacco things? Raise a little bit of productivity. This, yeah, whatever. You know, I'm here for about 30 minutes only today. Also, you have opium in Constantinople. Ah, Jabba, you're right. You're right. We got Constantinople just last episode, so I forgot about that. Oh, yes. Okay. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend. Add that opium in there. Okay. Jabba for the win. Okay. Oh wait, sorry, Timko. Timko the Molfar. I got them all mixed up. Timko the Molfar for the win. Sorry about that. Timko Molfar for the win. Jabba, you're awesome too. But Timko Molfar, thank you for that. Oh man, I need more coffee. But yeah, thank you for that, pointing that out. I'm fine. I currently have no weekends. But thankfully I have some free time on evenings. Okay. Well, that's rough. I'm sorry. At least you got your evenings. You can get to bed at a decent time. Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire abdicated because stress was at 50, died at 54. Yeah. Yeah, hashtag a modern life right there. All right, so, you know, so what would actually get this company to prosperity is if we went to war. Because we would activate all of our, mobilize all of our battalions, we'd start buying a bunch of tobacco in our market. So we have a big surplus here. So if we would go to war, that would do it. We do have to go to war with Germany at some point. Now, this company we just created, so it's going to take some time. Like, yeah, we only have 4 staff building levels. But we do need to build some military. All right. We're also in quite a bit of debt. We have a good budget right now. Or at least we're in a positive weekly balance. We might ride this weekly balance for a little bit until we get some of those interest payments down. We do have some unrealized taxes. I think it's because they were recently conquered, right? Yeah. So a lot of the tax waste, a lot of the tax waste, there we go, if I could manage tooltips here, is from recently conquered, so we won't worry about that. This stuff, I believe, is from obstinance. I think we're getting some obstinance, yeah. From the Turkish national movement. We can get these guys below 50% activism. That would help us out monetarily. So their base acceptance. What is the base acceptance of Turks in our country? So the base acceptance is 20. And that's at cultural exclusion. And yeah, it makes sense. Their highest population is here. 931,000. Oh. We also, though, still have quite a bit everywhere else. If we had authority, we could do some promote national values, but we don't have any authority at the moment. Oh. Well, we are doing a promote national values. Okay. And we're collecting a lot of taxes. All right, we're just gonna have to ride with that for a moment. All right, I think we're ready to unpause here. Away we go. Could you get investment rights from a country with access to opium so your company can build there? We could, yeah. We could do that. And then maybe get a good regional HQ. Actually, it's a good thing you mentioned that. I was thinking, too, in order to help our investment pool, it would help us if we got some regional HQs. Oh, the metal comp... You jerks. What happened? You were just on your way to 100. I guess... the productivity suddenly tanked. Yeah, look at this. So, oh yeah, I just gave away the opium, so now we would need authority to do the investment rights. For right now, we're gonna take away the trade rights on here, because getting some regional HQs would actually help us quite a bit. See, the problem though is that we're getting trade advantage from those. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're getting massive trade advantage from it. We can't do that. Yeah, we can't afford to bump that up. All right, we'll just have to wait on the regional HQs. But what the hell happened here? So we need productivity. Oh, I bet you the world productivity kind of jumped up. Yeah, we've got a lot extra iron. Let's take a look like at these. Would we get... Yeah, we'd get a much higher. Let's do that. What did that do to iron in our market? Kind of tanked it, to be honest with you. I don't really want to tank it. Could add this in. We could do, you know, we could do this until we reach prosperity. What's this? Ah, they were giving us money. All right, we'll look at that. All right. Okay, it feels like we got a lot of stuff going on right now. All right, let's do this. Oh yeah, so everything's super expensive right now because of that, but yeah. Okay. I'm playing with production methods and I shouldn't. I'd rather not be spending an arm and a leg on iron, so we'll keep it like this. We'll address this in a different way. We're almost there. Are you in any power block? Oh yes, I didn't really use them at first, but I started using them to get achievements and they give a lot of good benefits. Yes, you reminded me, I forgot. We have our own power block. And we are working towards getting to Sicily's into it. We try to fund some lobbies. I don't think we have the money for it, to be honest, right now. What do we have going with Two Sicilies? Yeah, so we're getting some leverage from that. Actually, I'll just look at this to see what we're getting leverage from. So the Power Block Embassy, the investment rights, military assistance, the alliance, the trade privileges. Yeah, I mean... We're getting pretty much the most of what we can. We need to get to 200. I don't think there's much more we can add there. What's our laws right now? Yeah. If maybe we could get more influence, we could get rid of some superfluous treaties here, though it looks like we're bound to all of them. We could do a rivalry. Yeah, we already have a rivalry with Germany. Are they friendly with anybody? Great Britain. And they don't like everybody else, so we want to be friends with everybody else. I think the Ottomans are too small for us to rival. There's nobody else we can really rival. We rival Chile? Because they're our rival in terms of tobacco exports. Yeah, here we go. Alright, so to give us a little bit more generation, we'll see how much that really gives us. Venezuela wants a defensive pact and trade privileges. Well, who's currently mad at you? The Netherlands. Yeah, we'll take this. I can use the investment rights to trade privileges. Hey, Matwis, what's up, what's up? What does declaring a rivalry do? It gives you a big boost of influence. So we declared that rivalry. Yeah, so we got 400. We get 400 for having a rivalry with a great power. And then Brazil, what's their rank right now? They must be a major power. Yeah. And so we get 200 for Brazil. So it gives us more influence. The more excess influence we have, the extra leverage generation we get. And so, like, if we look now at this, yeah, so okay, we were at 351 before. Got us 3, but you know, every little bit counts. Every little bit counts. I never did that. In my view, it only made a country hate me. It will make them hate you. So now Germany, we declared it because to get our achievement, we're gonna have to go to war with them, so we might as well do it. I don't necessarily want Brazil to hate us, but I'd rather get 2 Sicilies into our power block. And then once I get 2 Sicilies into the power block, then I'll patch things up with Brazil. Alright, this Turkish national movement, man. I was going to say work on the Navy to get some interests. Yeah, the budget not doing so good right now. Yeah. Budget-wise... And that's the thing, if we didn't have this damn Turkish national movement, we would. It's this unrealized taxes that could really solve things for us. Oh, what are we subventing? Oh, tobacco and sulfur. All right. Well, hopefully we'll still continue to bring that stuff in. The tobacco, you know. All right, we'll take it off. What are we subsidizing? Ports and railways. Do we need... What ports are we subsidizing? Do we need it? I don't know if we need this one. I might just build a trade center or two where we need these ports so that I don't have to pay for them. There's still one more port? Where? Oh, Dobruja. There we go. Military wages, goods for government buildings. Are we still paying an arm and a leg for paper? Yeah, we are. So we are, if we weren't exporting all of it, oh my god, so yeah, we have a maximum tariff on it and they're still exporting it. Well, we're making a bunch of profitable buildings. We'll get some money off of that. We'll see where we are. Damn. Okay. 1.49k. Could we get more? Oh, well, if I take any of these off, we're not getting them back, though. Now, the other thing is, now that our investment pool has money, shouldn't they be buying stuff off of us here? And then, what about stuff that our companies use? Yeah, let's sell the logging camps. Although, ooh, hold on. Before that, though, let me check to see what regional HQs we have. I don't want a regional HQ to take it, because then we're just going to straight up lose... Oh, yeah. Hold on. Let's not sell the logging camps. And then never get that reinvestment back. Lead. Do we have regional HQs that do lead? What does this company do? Okay, no. This one, clothes and silk. The Russian-American company. I'd like to get them the hell out. Alright, so we can sell lead. Alright, that should be good for now. And then hopefully we get some stuff. Build more paper, then to get more money and maybe get it cheaper. Yeah. That'll be what I do. I want to get through this build queue first. I don't want to add it to the queue yet though, because if the private queue wants to add one, I would love it. So we'll get through this and then we'll add some paper. Will you stream tonight? I will. Yep. Regular time tonight. We'll continue this run. 8:30 Eastern, so whatever time that might be everywhere else. Troops in Azachna Trachea have reported more and more confrontations with belligerent mobs. Fighting will likely break out soon, even if nothing is ordered. There's only two ways to control the situation: either pull the troops back or tell them to engage. Now, I don't really... Well, I generally don't care if this goes to war. But we are in a situation where there are some people, I'm sure, who would love to join into a war like this. Yeah, I don't want the turmoil. I'd rather take the mortality. Alright. Now, we see this, but we are not involved in it. Any other things we can do? Do the Niger River expedition. The people will suffer under the tyrant heel of kings, priests, and capitalists. We must overthrow the reactionary government and establish a workers' paradise. If we enact free trade, but I really don't want to. No. Freedom of thought. Oh, if we get 3 arts academies, we could do this. Yeah, but that's going to take more paper from us. Oh, we can get we get opium barons now. Oh, and we might be able to get to this. What is our urban centers at? Actually, it was time to change to summertime this Sunday. So your streams are now 1 hour later. Oh, nice. So now, yeah, everybody's back on the regular time. It is always a weird period of time when, like, the United States and Europe are all off times. You mean the streams are back the way they're supposed to be? Yeah, exactly. I don't know when we'd finally just do away with the daylight savings time thing. The Bulgarian French League has requested that we establish an embargo against the German Empire. German Empire is a known opponent of French interests. Sure. Actually, I should have looked. Who's in this? Yeah, the armed forces, the intelligentsia. So the intelligentsia's happy, but we get patriotic fervor up. So I might do that. Ah! Did you check alerts? Thank you. I don't know why I'm not getting these sounds. Hey, Super Frank, thank you. Long live Bulgaria, well into 1936. Oh, 3-month Prime. Thank you. Oh, don't tell him it's funnier this way. I worked on this alert thing. I don't get why in OBS I just don't have those alerts hooked up to the alert box here. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. I'm sorry I didn't see it immediately. Oh my god. It's so annoying that that is up. But very appreciated. Thank you. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. What an entrance. Dropping Prime subs on the entrance. Very nice. Reinforced concrete. Nice. We'll get some construction sector throughput. Hey, Omega AK. Hello. Just started to play Victoria after watching your videos. Thanks for these. Oh, very cool. Welcome in, fellow Victorian. I'm glad the videos are helpful. Thank you for stopping in to say so. Who was your first run with? Who are you playing with? A wave of workers' strikes inspired by the labor movement have racked industries in Dobruja. Striking workers have joined protests in several cities across the region. Oh man, negative 25% manufacturing industry stupid. No, thank you. Get them, oh god, no. It's even worse. Oh man, it's gonna be 2 years of, at least it's in Dobruja. We don't have as much there. And the labor movement will lose activism. That's fine. Fun fact, the Prime sub lasts almost as long as the average Tottenham manager at this point. Oh, it's funny because it's true. Oh, Tottenham. It's Tottenham, lads. That's what I'm going to say every time a Tottenham manager is fired now. And be like, oh, his Prime sub expired. Ah, Belgium. Yeah, nice one. Very fun one to do. Good choice for a first run as well. We're going to have to go high taxes for a little bit because we are barreling onward. Probably going to have to cut back on construction here, especially since we're getting a throughput now. We'll cut back on 2 of them. I hate to do it, but thankfully the budget the way to that wait, thankfully you have the budget the way that off. Yeah, for now. I mean, we're at high taxes though. This is gonna make us suffer. We're gonna get a ton of, well, I was gonna say we're gonna get a ton of radicals. We're gonna get a ton more of the on top of the ton we already have, so we can't stay on this for too long. What I really need is this private sector to start buying stuff from us. I hope that they go down, not because I don't like them, but it would just be so funny to play in the newest arena, yeah, against Lincoln and Wrexham. That would be hilarious. It's kind of like when Sunderland went down to like the 4th division. They were in that massive stadium playing against people who were like playing in community parks. Hey, Archduke. Hello. Ah, there we go. We got it. Teamkiller. All right, we did it. I didn't realize it was about to time out. We got our first achievement. Woot woot. How is becoming Bulgarian Empire going? Pretty good. I mean, we're a great power. We're ranked 6th. We got a little bit of some economic woes. We got a little too much debt than I would like at the moment. Luckily, though, our rank is so high that our interest rate is pretty low. If we can make the petite bourgeoisie happy, we'll get an even bigger reduction on that. So actually, maybe we'll pass a law right now that will make them happy. What would the petite bourgeoisie like? The high taxes affects the secession movement? I believe so, because it creates radicals generally across the board. Yeah, plus 100% radicals from political movements. The secession is from a political movement, so it's adding a lot to it. Need to run already. Oh, okay. Try not to forget to raise wages before going to war with someone. Yes, will do. Yeah, especially these military wages. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching while you can, and for that tip. I appreciate it. Hopefully, I'll see you later. The Anti-Ottoman League is gone. Election season has begun in Bulgaria, and with it, the strategizing of the government's fixers. If we wish, we may wield the power of the state to ensure favorable results. So let's take a look here. What is our electoral confidence at? 85%. So we could fix this if we wanted to. What would we want to be going for? We don't want that. Oh, my colleagues want to do some drinks, so I'm going to run 2C tonight. Ah, yeah, go. Have some fun, my friend. Have some fun. Hopefully, yeah, I'll see you tonight. Hear about any shenanigans that everybody got up to. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, I'm also watching all of your Holland Oats videos. Oh, very nice. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, that one is starting to shape up a little bit. I feel like it started off a little slow. That's because there's a lot of events going on at the beginning, but we're moving along. We're moving along. But thank you for watching that one. Yeah, I don't think that is going to help us there. Yeah, I don't think there's a law that we really need to go for that I want to mess with the election. We'll let the chips fall where they may here. Well, nobody wants us to get involved in that, and I don't want to get involved in it. What was I was about to do something that was going to raise our budget a little bit. Totally got sidetracked by the events in the game. It'll come back to me. It'll come back to me. What was I doing? Alright, well, we got the achievement, so that's nice. Oh, that's right, the petite bourgeoisie. What do they want? Ugh, everything that sucks. Oh, okay, we could go for guaranteed liberties. So we would lose 95 conscripts because of it. But it'll make them happy. It won't get us to where we want to get, because we need to get them to 10. Right. Now, if we go for the law, we bump taxes, or we bump government wages to low instead of very low, we would get it. So maybe we'll do that and get a discount on our interest rate, because we're paying 15.6K. So that would be probably about, might be about 3K or so. All right, let's go for it. Oh, come on. Okay. There we go. Treasury bonds. So let's see when we get the month tick what it brings us to. Woo! Look at that. Yeah, that cut a significant portion of the interest down. In fact, I mean, I want to get out of debt, but lower taxes a little bit. All right, let's stay on this for a little bit. Get the debt down. We're at 12.6 right now. Then we'll bump it back down to high. The ongoing effort to implement guaranteed liberties has captured the imagination of the Radical Party, which has added full-throated support for the new law as part of its central platform. Yeah, we can add momentum. Where's the election? To the Radical Party. Yeah, because at least we'll get them a little bit more political power from votes that way. Alright. What is the benefit of guaranteed liberties? I usually stick to National Guard for the extra conscripts, but usually towards the end of the game, I have more conscripts than I would use anyway. Yeah, I mean, generally, I would prefer National Guard. Guaranteed liberties isn't bad, but yeah, you don't get the conscripts. Also, you know, National Guard does help you when you have these harvest conditions, which is one of those things that is not going to make or break whether I choose the law, but when you get one of those harvest conditions, not bad. You also lose movement activism. So one of the things about guaranteed liberties is, like, sometimes you want the activism from a movement because they're going to help you pass laws. So if you go to guaranteed liberties, you won't get that hit to movement activism anymore. You also get, oh, that's right. You also get less radicals from political movements and more loyalists from political movements. So, you know, it could help. It actually very well might help us in that sense. You lose the conscripts, though. You lose the conscripts, though. So it's not a bad law. But, man, I'll probably be missing that National Guard when we try to go to war with Germany. When invited to give a speech on behalf of the Conservative Party, Pravoslav Andanov began extolling the virtues of a strong home, strong borders, and strong men. The public reception was mixed. Do I like this guy? I don't really care about him all that much. Yeah, let's do that. Hey, just 24. What's up? What's up? How are you? Shoot them. Hi. Shoot first, hi second. Alright, so this is going up to 81. Now this revolution is not too terrifying. The only thing I'm worried about... Oh, we got electric telegraph. Are other people joining in to that war? That would really... Oh. There we go. That would really mess things up. In collaboration with the Liberal Party, Xenophont Atanasov has secured a deal for cheap and quickly distributed pamphlets in support of the party. Rural folk, reformer, he'll get ambitious. Yeah, we'll just take that. Do you have a navy? We do. We do. Not a very large one. Well, I say that, but it's the sixth largest navy, so we got 40 flotillas. Hey, Platva, hello, hello. I'm having trouble understanding what activists do. Do they increase activism of affiliated movements? So they, so for one, let's see, who do we have? Let's take a look at one here. So they're associated with a movement. So this person's part of the labor movement. So for one, they'll add things to the movements. We're not getting anything there. Yeah, this guy's not a good example. What does this guy have? Yeah, nobody's a good example. Sometimes they have traits that will add something to a specific movement, so they don't. But then they will also help get... They'll help pressure their interest group into the party here. And then you generally get more events for the movement because they'll advocate for it. And then on top of that, you can make them the leader of their particular interest group. And so it helps you kind of pick and choose who's going to be at the head of your interest group. Although a lot of that's changing in the 1.13 update coming out. But a lot of times they might come with traits that increase the activism of the interest group, or of the movement and stuff like that. Thanks for explaining that. Maybe get the freedom of movement mandate to get more migration. Yeah, that's true. Higher population would help make up for the number of conscripts that you're going to lose. Well, no, what helps with conscripts are the number of employees in buildings. So yeah, more population would be good, but like these people right here don't become conscripts. Your conscription is based on, you only conscript from workers in buildings. So if you want more conscripts, you need to build more buildings and get them hired up. And then based on your conscription rate, that's the percentage of the active workforce that you can make conscripts. So like peasants don't get conscripted, nor do the unemployed. The performance of an opera with nationalist revolutionary themes at an upcoming festival is being openly associated with the Turkish secession movement by its proponents. See, the thing is, we could lower this progress bar, but I don't want to take the penalties for it. I don't really mind if this goes to war, so I don't want to lose a bunch of authority or bureaucracy for it. I guess we get more, we'll get 2% more radicals, which will raise their activism and raise this bar. But yeah, I'd rather just take this. Cancel fireworks. Qing War. Can you get something from that? Oh, you know. You get a treaty port. Whoa. Oh. Oh, Qing War. I see what you're saying. Oh, oh. Thank you, thank you. Neither of them want us in it. I guess not. Oh. Well, nobody wanted us in this either, but this one would have been nice. Oh, yes. Can you also recruit them as generals? Yeah, sometimes you can. Sometimes you can make them generals. Yeah. Like, or not sometimes, you can. You can grant command. So sometimes they'll have character traits that'll help with that as well. So another good point, yeah. If you need a good general, you can do that. The eyes of the electorate have turned to the candidates that seek to acquire a position at the head of government. As the election approaches, voters debate who would provide the best leadership for Bulgaria. Yeah, I guess we'll do this one. Lean into the intelligentsia. The more I watch the streams, the wiser I get. Thanks, Sam. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for describing that as becoming wise. Makes me feel like I have wisdom, even if it's pretend. Ah, camera. Very nice. Fake wisdom till you make it. What are we doing here? Oh, we need to add some stuff. All right. So we're getting electrical generation, which is nice. Let's do this, because we can get to advanced tactics training. Oh, there's actually some stuff here we would probably want. Dynamite. Let's pause for a second here. Oh. Let's go for this stuff. Let's do railway cars. Oh, the synthetics plants. Do we have access? Oh, we actually have access to a lot in Benin. Keep forgetting we have our little colony down here. Oh, you know, we could go to war with Sokoto. Apologies, outer signal. But we could go to war, activate or mobilize the battalions, which will get them to start buying more of our stuff here, and in the process... Oh, is this not a split state? Ah, I kind of thought it was. Fake wisdom seems to be working very good in real life. So, yes. It's funny because it's sad and true. Whilst campaigning for the Free Trade Party in the turmoil racked Zapadna Trachea, Grigor Gunishev has been attacked and brutally beaten by a group of unknown assailants. Yeah, sure, we'll give the Free Trade Party some stuff. Oh, the socialist movement is doing its thing. Alright. I feel like we're moving slow through this. So we just completed a bunch of glass works. You know, we do need those motors. Got a surplus there. We're utilizing everything here. Let's take a look at the glassworks. Ah, law into voting. Okay. All right. Oh yeah, that's right. We're supposed to embargo the Germans. How much are we trading with the Germans? Quite a bit. But the pro-French lobby... It'll make them pretty happy. Well, we got 4 years to do it. We'll hold off for now. Alright, the Conservative Party won, so let's tackle that. We could really use a righteous government right now. Get some more loyalists in there. What do we need for the guaranteed liberties? The intelligentsia are giving us 15%. We're in the voting phase. I'll hold off for right now. Once the law passes, let's get a righteous government for a little bit. Cut down or gain some loyalists back. Alright, so we're gonna get these explosives. Then we'll get these motors. And I forgot what I said. Oh yeah, we were at 12.6 before, so we've gone down a little bit. I feel like, though, we're not really... I'm surprised the private sector's not buying this. It's very profitable. Oh, it looks like they bought one. Still not enough, though. I could also use some more authority. I really could use some more authority here. I don't want to take the taxes, the consumption taxes off. So we're in a deficit. If I take them off, I won't get them back. We could do this. if we did all the way up plus 10%, how much would that give us? About 50. We'll hold off. Now, we're on total separation. Let's take a look. So, our state religion is Orthodox. How many... what is the religious makeup? Yeah, see, I knew the majority would be Sunni. I was hoping there'd be a larger percentage of Orthodox. So total separation is actually adding some acceptance to them. Ah, we got guaranteed liberties. Okay, oh, so they're gonna move up to 45 over time. That'll put them in level 3. Okay, so if we give it some time, this movement might chill the hell out for a little bit. Oh, we're over the hour break. Let's do that real quick. Yeah, because you're getting 20% from them being in level 2. So that'll go down a little bit when they get to level 3. All right, but we are at the hour mark here, so we do have to take a quick 90-second break, pay homage to our gods of ads, so that we don't get hit by ads during gameplay. So 90 seconds, and we will be right back. All right, and we're back. Is there any way to switch your country's religion? The Catholic birth rate bonus would help in a lot of countries. There's not a way to switch your religion. If you have the religious convocation power block, does anybody have that in the world? No. If you have the religious convocation power block, one of the powers you have is that if somebody's been in your power block for 5 years, you can change their state religion to your state religion. So you can change other people's religions, but you can't change your own. Which is there's a fun little achievement to go for, where you have to convert Spain to Islam. One of the very hard achievements. I was able to do that in a Persia run I did going for the Great Game. I created a religious convocation power block specifically for that. And basically, I broke Spain up into multiple countries to lower their prestige. And then when they were just a sliver of Spain and weak, I subjugated them into my power block and then converted them to Islam. But yeah, unfortunately, you can't change your own. I suppose if the AI in the game created a religious power block and you were able to get yourself into it, then they could change your religion. But there's a lot of ifs on that. As we just saw, the AI doesn't form it as much. So I guess in a multiplayer game, you could have a friend change your religion. But a lot of unique ifs in a lot of that. And so these guys are going up to 94. So let's get through these explosives factories because what do we have at our armies at right now? So we're at skirmish. Yeah, we generally just need more explosives. God, we are exporting. It's crazy. These trade centers are like, yeah, we'll pay your massive tariffs. We're still exporting it and making it more expensive for you. Ah, these guys. I thought you guys were on your way. What is the deal? So we need them to be over, oh god, 17. Yeah, we could do this, but then again, now it's very expensive. We're in Trachea. Wait, what? Oh, wait, what am I looking at? 99? Come on. Alright, this might do it for us. Yeah, so let's just get this out of the way finally. Let's get these guys up to 100, and then we'll put those production methods back in. Man, we got all the way up to 90, and now we're going back down, going down to 88. Yeah, like I said, a good old-fashioned war might help us. Who do we have in our power block right now? Serbia, Bosnia, Cyprus. What if we... Oh, yeah, where are we at with two Oh, my God, two Sicilies. We are so close. Oh, it's going up... Oh, there we go. We got him. Come on in. Hell yeah. There we go. All right. We got them in. What if we tried to subjugate Greece here? Ooh, we'd become super infamous, but would anybody mess with us while we did it? Not really. All right. I think we're going to do that. So we'll subjugate Greece. That'll get them in our power block, which is nice. And we'll, once we mobilize everybody, we'll be buying up a lot more tobacco, upping the productivity of these, and that might actually just get us to where we need to be. So let's take a save. Just because, you know, we actually haven't saved yet during the session. We won't activate conscripts, though. I don't really want to take people... Oh, what is this? Who's Germany fighting? Oh, the Republic of San Marco. And nobody's... Damn, if somebody else was involved. Oh, well, nobody wants us involved anyway. Japan's fighting... Oh, the Kanto Uprising. Alright, what else do we have in the way of... We do have a lot of liquor and sugar. But I don't want to pay a ton of money for things. And we're going to be able to defeat Greece. So let's take... Oops. All of these mobilization options off. Okay, we'll keep those on. And just keep the tobacco. We're going to become super... or not super infamous, but we're going to become infamous. Alright, so let's mobilize the armies. Now we do run the risk of them backing down. Which, if the company can become prosperous before the war breaks out and then they back down, that would be super for us. So... We also have money now. Let's put that back on. Oh, what's happening here? Need the motors. How are we on explosives now? We're okay. Let's bump the motors up. Ah. These guys are killing me. This company, it's like fucking whack-a-mole here. Alright, how do you not have more productivity? Yeah, it's just that the price is so damn low. Electrical generation, alright. So we can do electric rollers. Which would actually kind of... Oh, well, we have a lot of unemployed here, but... see though, okay. Yeah, we gotta get these motor industries going before we build any electric plants. Budget's gonna take a little bit of a hit. Oh, we're losing money on treaties now. What's happening? Nap time. Lurk. Oh, very nice. Thank you, thank you. Always appreciate a good lurk. I appreciate it. Yes, get that rest. Come on, tool tap. So 130, we're getting 5.05k from the iron. What is iron in their market? Yeah, iron 6% below base price. And ours is only 4% below. Okay. Alright, so we've lowered this a little bit. Damn, come on. It has been suggested that we take and distribute some pictures of our country's most famous landmarks. Oh, maybe we could use this legitimacy. Oh, well, you know, we always need more prestige, but it's not going to do anything for us right now. Let's take the legitimacy. So get some more loyalists from political movements. That's nice. Wow, they're really gonna take this to war, huh? Great Britain. Come on now. The development of more stable explosives has led to an uptick in demand for explosive materials. Our military and industrial sectors have entered a bidding war to secure shares of our production. Yeah, we'll take the explosives factory throughput. Alright, well, I guess we're doing this war. Whatever. Alright, so who else can we get into the power block? At least now we're starting to have a legitimate amount of time to get mandates. Oh yeah, Albania. We should subjugate them. If we did it, no one would join. But we get a lot of infamy. Let's see. We'll guarantee your independence for now. We'll do trade privileges. And you give us an obligation. Then they're not going to do it. There's something we can sell you. Oh yeah, let's sell you some tobacco. We don't want to tank the price. And maybe take some iron. All the stuff our companies could use. What else do they have a shortage of? Nothing really. Alright. Oh, and then the power block embassy. Fine, and we'll owe... I don't want to owe them an obligation for it. What if we bought something from you? What do you have a surplus of? Oh, wine? Okay. 25% chance. Yeah. And they want military assistance? Fine. We'll give you the military assistance. And we'll do this for 5 years, because once they get into our power block, it'll all be fine. Alright. What the hell? Are you kidding me? Oh, for pooping sakes here, Albania. Come on. Wait, what? Oh, did we not put anybody... Oh, my... Wait, did... I thought I mobilized... Wait, did they back down? What happened? Oh, they backed down. Okay. Oh my god. I was so busy trying to make deals with Albania. All right, so we got another war. We got an uprising. I thought I was a massive idiot for a moment there. I'm gonna mobilize all the armies just so I can keep buying the tobacco. For the love of tobacco. How did Philip Morris do it? You know? How did Philip Morris do it? Hey, LaPlace, what's up? What's up? Good evening to you. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Good to see you. How was your weekend? Now, in terms of embargoing the Germans, what I really care about here is how many units of tobacco am I sending them? 1 unit of tobacco from this trade center? Oh yeah, I didn't resend this. Then you buy some of that tobacco. Ten units is really gonna make the make or break it here. All right, we'll just do this. I don't need trade privileges with them right now. We'll do this for 10 years. We're waiting for not really great. A sad news befall us. 4 of our servicemen died in Lebanon. They're part of the UN peacekeeping force. They got attacked by Israel. Oh man, that's awful. Yeah, too much sad news like that abound. Okay, yeah, so if we could get these electric rollers in Dobruja here. And we're gonna put a motor industries here. And then 3 electric ones there. We're gonna do this first. That will make a difference for our company here. General Stoyan Myhov. I'm so bad. Noting severe unrest in Istochna Trachea, has proposed using the army to suppress agitation in the area. While his political allies support him, there's a heavy risk to following his plan. Let's risk this. He went up. We can always count on the Board of Peace. Yeah, do the complete opposite of maintaining peace. I know. Is there more like an ironic name in the world? It's just outrageous. Oh, so close. Also, the U.S. Secretary Rubio just said something very ironic. He said, Iran uses their money building weapons, not education. Oh my God, cover the U.S. official. Kind of not seeing the obvious. It's just like these guys have no self-awareness. Yes. There we go. We finally got... Oh, is it already producing... the prestige good? No. Maybe we gotta wait a week. Yeah, Oh, look at that. Are we one of the top producers? No, we're only number 7. Huh. I'll have to look into why that happened. Okay. So we got this company. So we got 3 approval. Uh-oh. War. 3 approval from the industrialists. They get pop attraction. Trade center buildings get throughput. Now, this company. Oh my god. Two Sicilies is calling on our support as their ally in the ongoing diplomatic play against the French Republic. Well, this is what I get, right? What are they trying to do? So what's the French military? They're 7th. What are we? 15th. All right. But we got this stupid war going on right now. Wait, why do we only have 1 battalion in here? How did that happen? And we don't. Yeah, and we changed off of... See, I said it was going to happen. Now I kind of wish we had National Guard. If I'm not wrong, yesterday's protest label is in some kind of Russian or China backing, not pure anti-Orange Man. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, clearly a protest like that must be instigated. The thinking behind that is just insane. Like, how could anybody dislike me? Clearly that's a foreign plot. It's just ridiculous. Someone's trying to sway you into another war too. No, I know, that's what we're looking at right now. We kind of have to take it because it's part of our power block here. Yeah, if we decline, it'll break this. They might leave the power block, though. What's the French... So we can hang with their navy. So they can't really naval invade us, per se. Whoa. What's up with Spain? Why are they all red? Oh, because they're a Council Republic. Look at that. I thought they were part of Great Britain for a second. We have that kind of war, we call it Antec, a thing, or in English, foreigner pawn. Oh, interesting. So I think we're going to go into this war. I think we'll do it. As long as nobody else around here... Yeah, no matter what. As long as, like, yeah, so, like, as long as the Ottomans, Russia, or Hungary don't get involved, or not even Hungary, or Albania, they're not an ally technically yet. Let's take a save. Because, you know, it's always good to save. That's all I'm thinking about. Alright. So we'll say yes. I can't add in enlistment efforts because we'll end up losing quite a bit here. Oh, you know, we've gotten our debt down considerably. Well, hold on. First things first here. Let's activate the conscripts. Ah, man. We can't do it. Okay. We're gonna have to call off the National Guard unit here. Because we need to send this battalion over here. So we'll just send... how is this guy? He's a stalwart defender. Let's send him to the main army. Because of the secession movement. Can we just disband? Oh, we can't do it. All right. Sorry, buddy, you're coming back. So we'll just activate these conscripts. And now... yeah, so we're not getting anything there. 6 and 2, so raise those conscripts. 9 and 9. Yeah, raise those conscripts. How are our military goods? Well, yeah, we do have a lot of guns and a lot of munitions. Boy, I kind of wish this company had its prosperity bonus. It's just too small of a company yet. We don't need to be putting... yeah, let's lower this stuff. Oh, man. No, I don't want to do that. While we're at war, we need the guns. How about munitions? Are they all hired up? They are not, but do we have... yeah. So let's get them hired up because we're about to raise conscripts. I've never seen Germany expand that far south. In the one run that you need them to be weak. I know, yeah. I know, right? I've been saying that the whole time. Like, this is insane. We've had so many runs where Germany doesn't even form. They're just Prussia the whole time. Austria's pretty big. And this one run, I need them to be weak. Ugh. Kills me. You're killing me, Germany. Alright, how many battalions are on this front? 9. Hopefully these guys can hire up. And then we can move people around. Where's our navy? Oh, we could upgrade to ironclads. Do we have multiple military shipyards, though? Because we would need multiple ones. We do. How are we on these guys? Okay. Max tariffs. Wow, we're the number one producer worldwide. So maybe not... well, we'll lower that tariff later. Let's have... if we change it, we're going to add in more steel, iron, and coal. Where's our coal state? Oh, that's right. I don't think we have one. I think Benin is our coal state. Oh, Eastern Serbia. Well, we're not doing a military shipyards there. Yeah, it was Benin. And Kosovo. Yeah. We're not building military shipyards there either. Okay. So we'll switch you over to this. You come back over here. Upgrade to ironclads. We'll keep you close to home in case we end up getting any naval invasions. Now, what war is this the war we're in? Well, no, there can't be a front yet because it hasn't. So they're also fighting Spain right now. No. Oh, wait, what am I talking about? Oh, Spain's on our side. All right, let's add a war goal. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The French Niger Delta. You know, let's take that. We'll add that in. It would be nice if we could send an army there. You know, we're going to start adding units here. What's the population here? Oh, we got a lot of Bulgarian people here. Okay. Let's add these guys to the top. The construction inefficiency. Oh! We also gotta bump the military wages up. That's gonna hurt for a little bit. Oh, and if we bump down... And we can't bump down the government wages because we'll lose treasury bonds, and we're getting a big 20% discount because of that right now. Oh, okay. Well, let's unpause here. Now, there's no fronts over here. How much of a military does Spain have? Oh, they have a pretty good one. All right. Not really the war I want to fight. Not France. I want Germany. It's funny. We were guaranteeing the independence of France. Yeah, because they were just a major power at one point. I'd be feeling bad about having to colonize in the game, but at least I try to raise their soul as much as possible. I'm the nice colonizer. Yeah, everybody thought they were the nice colonizer. Aw, man, we were selling them a bunch of stuff. Actually, no, actually, that helped us right there, because we were losing money on that deal. Yeah, I know what you mean, though. I sometimes feel the same way. Like, oh... I'm sorry I gotta do this right now. Like, my beloved Congo. I'm doing an offline run as Portugal, just for fun. And I had to attack Congo and take them over to make them a subject. Oh, Cyprus left. Did they join the other side? And I felt bad. I was like, sorry, my friends. I'm so sorry. We got something there. What's this? The Baja, the Lower Andalusian Uprising. Alright, good. So these guys are done. Maybe we should send some soldiers over there. Let's send the cavalry. We'll give you a promotion. Hey, look at us up to number 4 because we got all our armies mobilized. Oh, wait. No. That's right. No, first things first. We're going to go take this. So you guys go to Benin. Once you're done with that, then we'll send you over to Spain. The introduction of vessels with metal-skinned hulls represents nothing less than a revolution in naval warfare, near impervious to traditional types of shot. Admiral Stilian Chalikov assures us that Bulgarian domination of the seas will be absolute. Yeah. 10 years of prestige there, give us that. God. We're still so far away. I'd be trying to do frontier colonization or resettlement just to not do exploitation. But of course, they were all terrible. Vicky 3 made me do it, though. That should be a meme. Vicky 3 made me do it. I wanted to be nice. I just wanted to do colonial resettlement. Victoria 3 made me a colonial exploiter. Aw. Yeah, I know how you feel on that one. Yeah, sometimes... I still haven't brought myself yet to doing all those new, where are they? Exploitative stuff, here, where it's like... Whoa! France back down. Aw. Means we didn't get that land we wanted. Yeah, the, like, exploited rollers. Losing standard of living and higher mortality rates. I still haven't brought myself to use any of those yet. Next time it would be good to force France to liberate Occitania. Yeah, maybe you could patch things up afterwards to get France and/or Occitania into your block. Yeah, not a bad idea, right? I feel like I'm gonna need a really big ally in order to go after Germany. Like, I wish Great Britain liked me. I guess Russia is the way. Russia or the United States. The United States is the second biggest... Come on. I hate it when it does this. Show me the rankings. There we go. So the US is the second biggest. They have a bigger military. Russia's considerably less. But if we had Russia as an ally, because of their border, they have a border, I feel like they're more prone to send soldiers in. Whereas the United States might just chill out over here. Man, it would be nice. We should start funding a lobby maybe, but that's a lot of money. I could give them investment rights. Mutual investment rights? No. Now, the thing is, if I ever went to war with Germany, if I had decent relations with Russia, I might not need to be allies. They might just join in anyway. You know, we can start looking at Hungary here for our power block. What's our relations? And how are we with Austria? They're a minor power. So this will hurt our leverage generation, but let's see if we can get Austria and Hungary into our power block. Yeah, change the PMs from violent to exploitative to standard labor as soon as possible, even if that means that I make less profit, right? Right? Sometimes you do just kind of feel bad. Now, if there was an achievement, needing an achievement, that's a different situation. All right, our rank's going to go down a little bit, but... we'll continue building these barracks, because it'll also just generally... well, we need people in this army, but it'll help this... oh, are you kidding me? These guys stopped at 99? Ugh, now they're going down 98. This is so frustrating sometimes. Arg. What's the 16? Nope, that didn't do it. Oh, there we go. Finally. All right, so this company is at prosperity. So now we're just going to go back to all the iron mines and boom. And so where does that put iron, coal? We got a lot of steel. We really need to just start pumping out motors. We'll start with that. Actually, no, we're going to just do the motors. Build these barracks. Get these motors. And then we'll do those things. All right, so... what's going on here? The militant wing of the Turkish secession movement have claimed responsibility for an explosion at a government building, announcing that the time for open war is rapidly approaching. No, I don't want to take -3 interest from, or approval from the petite bourgeoisie. I'll take this. You know, it is 1900 now. If we're gonna do this, I'd do it. I don't know. Can we get their protective? Man. All right, so now we will do the embargo. Because now this lobby is super pissed because we were about to go to war with them. So let's do the embargo. All right, so that fixed it up a little bit. These guys are about to go to war. Luckily, they have no battalions. I would like to have one more construction sector. We have gotten our amount of debt down considerably. We don't mind being in debt. I mean, we have a very low interest rate. We don't necessarily... We still got a lot of peasants, though. Yeah, look at that. If we could get this private sector building... We could get to laissez-faire. You know, the industrialists are about to get some power because of that company. Let's get them in there. Let's go laissez-faire. That being said... Well, these countries don't have... massive amounts of money to buy up my country. You know, though, Egypt has investment rights. Where are we here? What are we getting from that deal? Really? Well, then I kind of don't want that deal. 8 months. All right. When this, the binding period on this ends, we're going to cancel this deal. We got a pretty good budget right now, although that might be false. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, yeah. So we got this thing going on. And they have... They have no soldiers. So let's just call in these guys. Fine, we'll just do these guys. All right, are these guys upgraded? They are. Now we could use a convoy raiding force. Lazar Zekov, the ever-officious leader of the petite bourgeoisie, has approached the government with a plan to enact anti-strike laws. A successful enactment is certain to contribute to his reputation as an effective politician. No, we don't want to do that. Damn, though. Okay, so these guys will go down to 9. We'll lose that, but... could raise this up 1. So we'll raise this up 1. And we'll say no. Hey, be a better game master. Hello, hello. Good morning to you. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. How's everything going? How's your weekend? What do we got in terms of agitators here? Get a modernizer in. Get a car list. A social democrat. Oh, we can get an anarchist in. Might help us get to multiculturalism. We don't... Oh, the trade unions are revolting. No, let's get that anarchist in. What are the... Yeah, the rural folk are pretty much gone. Might be able to use that guy to get us... Who's this guy? Fermin Savashea. I think that was the guy that was just exiled from Spain. Yeah, great. Stoked for the DLC next month. That's right. That's right. I am super stoked for it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be great. Oh, the intelligentsia. Let's do that. Spiridon Solov has agreed to a private meeting, clearly seeking a path that will benefit both the nation and the intelligentsia's interests over laissez-faire. So, it would be good to build these universities. I really just don't want these private construction contracts. We can't lower taxes. We'll give them political concessions. And then the armed forces. The armed forces pour only their best vintage and smoke only their finest tobacco during a polite discussion with government representatives about laissez-faire. Lose 7% bureaucracy. Oh, commit to increasing the size of the army. Yes, because we got to do that. The use of filing cabinets in the government administration has drastically increased the effectiveness of state bureaucracy. Yeah, give us that tech progress. I'm really excited for the shipbuilder. I saw on the Reddit some people were like really poo-pooing the idea of like the shipbuilder. Oh, the socialist movement is gonna be pissed about this. They don't have a large army. But once again, we do invite the chance that somebody joins in on this. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have brought this guy in just now. I think I might let this go to war. Because it will go to war. Their activism is 100%. All right. All right. Yeah, look at all these peasants here. We really should make this like a military, or what am I looking for? Motors. A motor industry. We have iron. We don't have anybody building steel. Oh, no, we do. We have these guys building steel. So we'll just build a bunch of motors here. Yeah, and I'm drooling over supply ships. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the whole, like, supply mechanic is gonna be... is gonna be great. I think the whole dynamic of, like, trying to figure out your supply routes and stuff like that is gonna be at a good level of complexity to the game. Also, the national pool of characters. That's gonna change things up quite a bit. I'm kind of excited to try that out. We have secured funding for philosophy departments in all of our institutions of higher learning. The University of Severna has chosen to focus this funding on advancing Hegelian dialectics. Yep, give me the tech progress. Armed workers affiliated with the armed forces, progressive factions, have volunteered to assist government forces in countering reactionary forces that would threaten Bulgaria. So Benin gets that stuff. What is this? Changes the Turkish national movement secession. They already seceded. Wait, what's... Oh, okay. Maybe the Ottomans were attacking me. No, this is the uprising. Okay. The armed forces will lose 3 approval. We can afford that. Oh yeah, we don't want to get more state penalties from turmoil in Benin. Let's just take this. The industrialists have held secret discussions with the petit bourgeoisie seeking a certain arrangement concerning laissez-faire. We don't want government expenses. Ooh. I mean, I would build the government admins, but that's a lot of government admins to build. Oh, and the private construction contracts. And give them political concessions. I don't mind it. We'll lean into them here. All right, good. So next we're working on these motors. All right. Good. Right. All right, so the Turkish uprising is going. I wonder if I could subjugate the Ottomans. Get them in the power block. Oh, that's a lot of infamy. Yeah, I don't think we can quite do that. Oh. You can get these guys in. Aw, come on, guys. Why is this? Having powerful protectors. Who's protecting them? We are. Yeah. So we're infamous. There's that. So the cohesion. Oh, man. I gotta take a look at our cohesion. All right, yeah, we got to improve relations. What's our cohesion? Ooh. What in the what happened? From power block member with the highest infamy and rank. Why does it say Bulgaria minor power? Yeah, so we have a lot of infamy, so that's hurting it. But why is it saying minor power? And then from block member with the lowest relations with the block member Greece. Oh yeah, Greece. Yeah, so we need to patch things up with Greece. All right. East Switzerland, huh? Man, I hope another great power joins in on this. Because I would like to join in on that. We could do another interest. What would help us with tobacco? Minor power penalty. How are you minor power with the 4th highest prestige? Yeah, that's why I feel like there's something wrong there. Like, it shouldn't be listing me as a minor power. I'm getting a minor power penalty. But, well, I guess I'm not really getting a penalty, though. It's like... it is giving me the amount of infamy I have. So as my infamy goes down, the cohesion will go up a little bit. Although, if I had more influence, the infamy decay would go up. Alright, so do that, maybe. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we want to start exporting weapons so that our company can start making more. So then, oh, we'd get a lot here if we put an interest. We're out in Gran Colombia for Venezuela. There we go. We'll do that. Now let's keep an eye on this. Who's this? Bulgaria. Okay. The attempted arrest of a local hat maker in Kosovo, charged with inciting violence against the government, should his demands for increased workers' rights not be met, quickly went awry as the local populace rallied around the upstart and threw the dispatched sheriff in a local river. Wait, did we get a journal entry from that? Oh, survey a skyscraper site. I do want to do this. We're going to lose some bureaucracy on it, but we're going to do that. All right. Yeah. I know it's only temporary, but how much tax are we actually losing for Benin? Yeah, because they're unrecognized. So I don't really care about that. Put some in Kosovo. So we'll get those done first. Oh! Oop, I almost forgot about the break. We're well over the break. Alright, so we're going to take a quick 90-second break. Looks like I missed the ad break. Alright. but I do need to get some coffee and go to the bathroom. So we're gonna take a quick, I guess, then less than 90-second break, since I already missed the ad break, and then we'll be right back. All right, and we're back, Emboldened by their earlier success against the law, the Hatmaker and hundreds of his supporters turned up to confront the army dispatchment now arriving in Kosovo, much of their earlier enthusiasm wavering as they spy the soldiers set up 2 cannon facing the crowd. Interesting. So give them a day to surrender the criminal and disperse. Or we could do this. 50% the Hatmaker is captured alive, leading to interrogations and mass arrests. We'll lower the progress of the revolution by 10. The Hatmaker is killed, creating a martyr for his cause. They'll get plus 10% movement activism, which doesn't matter to us. They're already at 100. But it only moved the progress bar by 5. Or the Hatmaker escapes, allowing him to resume his work covertly, and then they'll go up by 10. We have a higher chance here. All right. So if it goes down by 10, we got this. If it goes up by 5, we got the prominent martyr. And if it goes up by 10, the Hatmaker escapes. Ah, we captured the Hatmaker. Our national nightmare is over. Ad break with riot sounds is my vibe. Yeah, right. I should make that the permanent like sound that plays during the during the short break. Just riots. So let's get those government admins. Let's get these motors. I would like to start getting electricity going. I thought it was the game. That's even better. Yeah. Yeah, it was that event. Okay, we got the study here. Now, the thing is, so if we lower the... If we actually, so there is actually something we could do here. If we keep getting events that lets us lower the revolution progress bar to the point that we're able to enact the law before they reach 100, then their activism will start to decay. It won't immediately go away, but their activism will start to decay, and we might be able to avoid the war. Problem is, their activism's already at 100%, so this is going up 16% every week. And we're only in the second phase, so we're not going to be able to pass this law before that happens. So I think we're going to war with that one. We got a lot of bureaucracy now, which actually is going to help us with state construction efficiency. Although, you know, I should keep an eye on paper. Hey, Mr. Floyd Pinkerton, what's up, what's up? Every time I play, I end up in a frozen state where no laws can be passed at all. Yeah. Well, you just gotta manipulate those interest groups and get these people ahead of stuff. Use movements. Oh man, the communist movement too. Like if we really wanted... switch them back down. If we really wanted to start passing things like Council Republic and things like that, we wouldn't even need an interest group to help us. These guys would help us pass it. Yeah, look at that. Actually, because of both of these movements, we would get 11% here, 6% there. We'd start with a base 17% support for Council Republic if we wanted it. Which I wasn't gonna lean into that this run. What was that? Oh yeah, these guys. Oops. Oh, you know, I forgot. What are we getting with this? Plus 22 prestige. Orthodox Church pop attraction. Okay. So we're getting more motors here. Now there's a bunch of turmoil here. 19% of the people are Turkish. Could use some violent suppression here. That's what we could use. Yeah, so we're gonna get some construction inefficiency here. Well, what's going on with our construction goods? Use a little bit of tools. Yeah, I mean, we have a surplus here. Just that the price everywhere else kind of sucks. Yeah, see, the other thing is there's a lot of peasants everywhere, so... It would help if... Why don't we try building some tools in Eastern Serbia here? With a rich harvest in Severna Trachea, Hristo Shampov has a delivery report, 0 of everything, with a stern ultimatum: a new order that serves the rural folk or mass starvation. Damn, dude. So we could get the revolution progress down by 5. We get a lot of stern stuff. Throughput hits the throughput on that stuff. But we do get 2 years of added trade capacity and industrialist approval. Yeah, why don't we take this? Send for supplies from British Niger. So how are we with motors now? Okay. In the midst of the debate surrounding laissez-faire, one of our country's leading playwrights, strongly associated with the industrialists, has staged a widely acclaimed play whose politically laden theme makes no secret of the author's desire for law to be passed. Even though we do need prestige, we'll take the plus 10%. If we were somewhere close to Germany, I would take the prestige, but we're quite a ways off at the moment. So, here's what we're going to try to do here. We're going to build a bunch of motors. That will spur this company to hopefully build us more steel, make them a little more prosperous. Then we'll build a bunch of power plants to utilize the motors. We'll take the income from that and then try to start boosting up our military and navy again. And get more prestige from that. See, it also would be nice if we could just keep this up. Oh, Petit Bourgeoisie are at plus 18. So we can lower this. The manufacture of steam engines has become a profitable industry in Severna Trachea, thanks to our sound investment in locomotive technology. These engines are already being employed across new Bulgarian railway lines. Yeah, give us the tech progress. Alright. Now you... Oh, this is what's happening to us right now. See, this investment pool contribution efficiency will be very beneficial to us right now, as well as that reduction in loan interest rate. Oh, we'll get 2 free company charters. Are we using... No, we're not using anything like that. But we can finally start getting regional HQs, which will also help the investment pool. So laissez-faire is actually going to be very beneficial to us right now. Oh yeah, we also do need to raise this because of the promise. So we'll build this and then we'll raise up the army a little bit more first because we have this commitment. Bulgarian industrialists are interested in making investments in neighboring Serb industries. What is our relations with Serbia? Oh, very good relations at the moment, so... And the industrialists are very happy, so we'll take this. We'll get extra manufacturing tax income. The interest of the industrialists in the lucrative tea trade with the United States of America has led them to begin lobbying in favor of closer ties with the United States. Oh yeah, we'll do that. So we could actually really go for multilateral alliances, to be honest. Do you ever get lost in the complex network of buildings, PM, states, trades, etc.? Even when I start organized... Oh, look at this, self-propelled torpedoes. Look at that in a moment. Even when I get organized, I usually end up feeling a mess. Any tips to unravel messes and find fixed problems? Yeah, I mean, I know what you mean. I feel like there does come a point late in the game where you're now just kind of building things based on where you have people, or where you've already started building them. I would say, one, it kind of helps to just remember the production chains and what buildings want what. But, for example, like steel is a big one. Where am I going to build steel? You know you need iron and coal. So where do you have iron? Where do you have coal? I just kind of remember throughout the run that we have iron here. And this is my main construction state. And then the other place we had iron, see, I got the other one though, because this has been my main one. Oh yeah, see, yeah, we gain these lands afterward. So like, this is my construction and steel and all of that state, right? This is my capital state. So this is where I want like military buildings, so guns, military shipyards, stuff like that. So you kind of just have to think about where you're specializing states in. Hey, Jack, what's up? What's up? Oh, Civ 7. Oh, workshop patch notes out. Nice, nice, nice. How you doing, my friend? So yeah, that's kind of what I try to do, is to just kind of remember what the resources are in the states. Because when it comes to the urban buildings, you can build anything anywhere. But knowing what the resources are, and not even so much the agriculture. The agriculture can be helpful, but specifically the resources in each state. And then you'll kind of remember what you want to build in each state. But then you get to the point in the run, like we're at right now, where, I mean, we've got some unemployed, but we got massive peasants in these newly acquired states. So this is where you're going to focus a lot of your building. But also, there does come a point, and we kind of should be doing this now, but we haven't gotten enough construction points, where you let most everything get built by the private sector, and what you're building in the government is like construction sectors and the inputs for construction sectors. And so that's really what you're focusing on, and everything else should be done by the private sector. Why did your GDP collapse? You lost... Oh, yeah, because we just had a revolution. So this state seceded, and we have quite a bit of stuff here. Once we get them back, it'll go back up. But yeah, there's going to be a big, massive drop because technically all of these buildings are not in our market anymore. Oh, and it looks like, yeah, we have one down here too. So, how many battalions did they got? 17 conscripts. So mobilize you guys. Oh, you know, I took off a significant number of mobilization options. Like, I should add the food industries back in. Weren't we subsidizing somebody? I kind of remember that now. Yeah, those munitions plants. We don't need to subsidize that anymore. So let's go back in here. Give you guys your food. We have liquor. We have a little bit of opium. We don't really have sugar anymore. So maybe we'll keep mobilization options where they are, because we're spending a whole hell of a lot of money right now. Super helpful. Focus states, yeah, targeting peasants and remembering the mess is sort of inevitable. Yeah, the mess is sort of inevitable. You'll kind of see that. So I'm in. Oh wait, hold on. What's this? Oh yeah, what's the goods article? What are we convening on? Contravening. I don't understand. Usually it tells you what good it is. So I'm in the midst of editing up a tutorial video for deficit spending. And I use a little, I show a little bit of an example in the US starting step series I had, like by continuing it. And you'll see once you start really deficit spending and you have a large country like that, you're just kind of building things all over. Because there does come a point where you're kind of doing that. You're just building wherever you can build. Are we getting additional declared interest? Oh, so coffee. Was there a place here that... Like, did we just lose coffee? You know, I wonder if what it is we lost a trade center. No. We don't have any trade center. Why would I suddenly be losing coffee? Why was I selling coffee? Who am I? What is happening? I don't have access to coffee. Why on earth was I selling coffee to the United States? Like, I'm literally just taking somebody else's coffee and slapping my flag on the bag. Alright, can we renegotiate this? Oh man, yeah, I do kind of want that sulfur though. Alright, whatever. Mets is inevitable. Yes. Yes, Mr. Anderson. It is inevitable. Impossible? Not impossible. Inevitable. Maybe it's on the revolt states. The coffee, I mean. Yeah. Oh, look at Benin. But see, I'll look at Benin here, but it doesn't look like domestically we have it. But Benin is a good guess there. Oh. Oh. Nope. Well, first of all, hey, Steve Murphy. Hello. No, you're absolutely right. Look at Benin. Oh, yeah. No, I see what my mistake here. I was like, I don't have anywhere to build coffee. Yeah, obviously that wouldn't show up there if a state is seceded. Ah, yeah. I lost my coffee in Benin. Thank you, sir. Well, all right. Let's get this over and done with. It's the smell. You know what I hate most about your species? It's the smell. I mean, sometimes that is true. God, that was on TV yesterday. It's one of my favorite movies. The whole trilogy, to be honest. My son, who's 5, saw it, and he, whenever the fight scenes came on, he just started doing kung fu. It was so cute. But there were times where I was like, I don't know, do I need to close his eyes at certain points? So, but he seemed to like it. And I was like, that's my boy. You like the Matrix. Oh, I've been lurking. Oh, awesome. Thank you. I appreciate the lurk. I'm glad you came out of your lurk to alert me of the thing I was not realizing. Yeah, incredible feat of cinema. I agree. And honestly, I mean, the whole trilogy. I know people like to bash the second and third one, but a lot of people don't realize that the first movie was written as a trilogy. And you can really see how the final scene where Neo's making that phone call and then there's the system failure and he flies away. You can see how that scene was just kind of tacked on at the end because the Wachowskis didn't know if they were going to be able to make a second and third one. It was really unknown whether this movie would work, which is just so kind of funny in retrospect. So they needed to give an ending so that if they were never able to make a second or third one, it could stand alone. And then, of course, it was a massive hit. They were able to make 2 more. But now everybody's like, oh, the first one is standalone, and then they tacked on 2 sequels. And it's like, no, it was written with 2 sequels, and they tacked on a standalone ending to the first one. A minority group of Croatian has recently settled in the state of Mejia. seeking a better future. However, the local Bulgarian elites are stirring up resentment, claiming the Croatian newcomers will destroy the traditional way of life. So, look at some radicals. There's a possibility that they increase. 20% though of upper strata pops. How many Croatian people do we even have here? Like, how much are we talking about? 3.5k. Oh, the current acceptance though is 85. Let's do this. Take the least amount of radicals. I was watching Tron with my 4-year-old because she loves the aesthetic nice. But yeah, wondering if she's cool with seeing programs getting, de-rest. Yeah, exactly. Well, for my son, I was thinking about like at the end of the first movie when Neo dives into Agent Smith and then he starts having the bubbly skin. I was starting to look at my son like, because is this going to be a problem at bedtime because you have nightmares? I'm like, just don't look at this part, buddy. Something I never even thought about before, like, oh, that might give a kid nightmares looking at that. Though previously opposing the laissez-faire laws, Pravoslav and Andanov has considered the industrialist political position and instead offers support. Yeah, we'll take the plus 10%. Okay. 99% success, 0% stall. If we don't pass this on February 18th, flipping this table. Taking stock of your kid during movie is so real. I know, right? Something I never thought about that I'd have to do. Like while watching a movie, like, And of course, the whole time, he's like, no, I'm okay, Dad. This is awesome. Like, yeah, sure. You say that now. And you start waking me up in the middle of the night. So, this war is not great. Okay, you know what? We're also losing money on these treaties, so... What are we losing money on here? So, let's take a look at the Two Sicilies one. 915 from luxury furniture, 371 from hardwood. 915, 371... 915, 371. So we're profiting off of that. 4.85 iron to the United States. Yeah. So the price of iron in the United States, understandably, is probably pretty cheap. So, yeah, it would be nice if the United States just straight up canceled this. Because we're losing money on this. We are getting 137 from that. That might be a problem. We do have some sulfur mines, so we might be able to take care of it ourselves. Oh, one of our admirals died. Armed Forces Liberal. We like this guy because he's a naval commander. And we'll promote him. And we like him a lot, so we'll give him another promotion. Vice Admiral, there we go. You reckon his patch out now? Oh. Not yet. Not yet. Gotta wait, my friend. Still a little bit more time to go. Is it now? Is it now? Right, the Communist Party, the Patriotic Party. What did that do to us? Contested government. Man. I know, right? Now's that period of time where it's like, it's so close, which makes it even harder to wait for. Ah, election season. Alright, who do we got here? You know, once again, I don't care too much about who wins this. What's electoral confidence at? 95. So, if we take this, we'll lose tradition of... we'll get tradition of free elections. We'll lose... where is it? We'll lose the ability to manipulate the elections. I think it's okay, though. Alright, so we're working on the tooling workshops now. How are we with motors? Man, all that progress we made on our debt, we kind of lost. It's okay. Alright, let's start building some power plants. So we have one here already. Oh, are the private sector building us some? Oh, thank you guys. And Sicily's building one for us. Okay, thanks. Oh, I would build one there, but... Then... we have so many people. Let's just build a ton. And we have the steel. Party-affiliated newspapers have been proliferating during this election season. Publications associated with the Conservative Party have been particularly effective in spreading the party line. Oh, yeah, actually, throughput bonus. I forgot. We do need some paper. You know what? We're going to tackle the paper sooner rather than later. Maybe we could do that. There's a lot of... Where do we have sulfur again? I think that's over in Benin. No. Let's look at the goods potentials. Oh, we have some in Greece. They are our subject. Interesting. Oh, so we could afford to lose this deal with the US. They could use some motors here, though, to make it a little more viable. So let's give them a motor industry here. They have 6 levels of it here. Okay. They would need 27 engines. That one should take care of it. About 12 more tools. Yeah, okay. We're going to build them motor industry and a tooling workshop. Ah, jeez, come on. So that when we need the sulfur, they'll start hiring up. And that'll solve our sulfur issues. In a gesture of solidarity with the Patriotic Party, Pravoslav Andanov has encouraged his supporters to vote for it in the ongoing election. Yeah, we'll take this one. I don't care. So what date are we waiting for again? February 19th. We do need to keep an eye on this power projection. So we're about 50% debt limit, which I would like to not be over. Although, yeah, once we go laissez-faire, though, we're going to start spending a lot less on construction. Which means we can start building more construction. Man, yeah, the good is being contravened. When are you guys going to cancel this? I would like it if you did now. Alright, come on, just end this already. So they're losing 6.5 a week. Right. Look at Germany, man. How is everybody not going after them? If I was playing as Germany and I did this, I would have the entire world doing cut down to size Diplo plays on me. How's the power block doing? In 15 months... What's the second level of this? Yeah, I think we'll add a different principle when we can. The ongoing election is drawn... Oh! Alright, we got... laissez-faire. The ongoing election has drawn attention to the platforms of the various contending parties. Across Bulgaria, the electorate debates which party is worth trusting with the next term in government. Let's just lean in maybe to those industrialists. Actually, who can legitimately win this election? The Conservative Party... Yeah, not the Radical Party. So let's give it to the Free Trade Party. Alright. So what do we want to pass now? I suppose we could get a colonial affairs institution. Actually, okay, here's what we might be able to do. We might go for colonial exploitation because we have an unincorporated state in Benin. So we'll get a throughput bonus on all of those resources we have there. We have the bureaucracy for it. I think we'll do that. We might do this. Is there anything else we'd want to do first, though, before we go to that? Oh... I really don't want to go free trade. Maybe we get to protectionism. We'll lose trade advantage though on those exports. We'll keep mercantilism for now. Yeah, not yet profitable to go there. We need human rights for that. Can't really afford that yet. Yeah, let's go for colonial exploitation. Oh, you know what? We can demobilize the armies now. because that's all done. Save us some money. Oh, I suppose we didn't go and take Benin. But whatever. Let's see, we can lower these back down. We can lower this. It's going to lower our prestige a little bit, but let's do it 1. Now the problem is, yeah, look at that. We are still paying about half for the construction goods. So we really need to get some reinvestment. But now we have, yes, now we have 2 charters. So we're going to get investment rights here and investment rights here. Although I think I got rid of a lot of the... Do we still have investment rights? Yes, we still do. And then what about here? Because I want to get regional HQs going. Yeah, the one in Egypt. We still have the one in Egypt. So let's keep that stuff. We could get one with Austria. Wait, do we have it already? And I'll guarantee your independence. But we can do this. So let's do this for 10 years. All right. I haven't even looked at the company page. What's all that? Oh, are you talking about this? So these are all the building levels that the company owns. So this is the main page. But then these are all the assets. And so basically, I gave these companies... well, I was looking first to see what foreign assets they have. If a company has at least 5 levels of a building in a country, then they can create a regional HQ if they have investment rights. But now that I'm looking at it, they would need 1 more in Austria before they can create it. Yeah, so this company would have to build a little bit more. But the metals company can build one into Sicily's, which would be nice. Is monopoly rights even good? It is for certain things. So monopoly rights will make a good more expensive in your market, which will give the company more money. But you generally don't want to give monopoly rights to things that you, the government, are going to spend. So especially construction goods. So like iron, basic resources like this, I don't think monopoly rights are good. Now, I would give monopoly rights to tobacco to this company. I don't have another mandate, but that would be something I would do. Although, actually, no, because when I would need to buy those for the military for mobilization options, that wouldn't be good. But say you have, like, the automobile company putting a monopoly on the automobile industries would be a good one. I guess that is a mobilization option too at some point, but not so much. Or like if you have like a textile company, putting a monopoly right on textiles would be good. Your pops will pay a little bit more for it, but it'll make the company much more prosperous. So the industrialists like this. So yeah, we'll Sorry, intelligentsia, but you're getting the boot. So let's do this. I played the game for 800 plus hours and have opened the building registry maybe 3 times. Everyone has a different play style. Yeah, it's true, right? It's true. That's what's kind of so great about the game. Everybody does have a different play style. That's why I always say there's no meta to the game. There's no right or wrong way to play. There is no meta. There can't be a meta to a game that has no winning condition. I only open the census page for when I want to know the population of my regions. Oh, yeah. The census page, yeah. I also don't find my way in there all too often. It can be helpful. But yeah, like this is one I don't visit too often. But every now and then there's some info in here you need to go get. It's one of those things that I like to know I have it here. I use it rarely, but I like to know it's there. It's so useless. Yeah, every now and then there comes something that you're like, oh yeah, let me look over there. But generally, yeah, your day-to-day. Ah, nice, we got the skyscraper. And our architects and engineers have identified Sofia in Mejia as the optimal site to begin construction on a skyscraper. So let's do it. All right. Let's lower taxes back down. We've been at high taxes very, very long. Playstyles. Is there a benefit to using the card view in estate buildings tab instead of the condensed list view? Oh, you mean like using this one? This is the only one I use. I find this one to be interesting, and then like going into the buildings like this. Yeah, how do you change that again? Yeah. So is this the one you use? I like having the larger icons. It's not effective enough. Yeah, the census data. Yeah, it does seem like just a mess of information staring at you. Monopolies are very useful for reducing Sol back to 15 if you want to get more pop growth. Oh yeah, give a monopoly to non-prestige goods company and see your pop growth rise. This is true. If you lower Sol, you can get that birth rate back up. And if you make things more expensive, it'll definitely lower your standard of living. The news that the government intends to pass the colonial exploitation law has created great enthusiasm among those that are eager to exploit new and distant lands. But we don't necessarily need colony growth speed right now because we're not necessarily going out to colonize. We got human rights. Excellent. 10% prestige right now. That would not really do all that much for us. So we'll take the 20% success chance. Oh yeah, works best with food. Yeah, like meat, grain, or groceries. If you want to lower Sol, if you want to lower standard of living, give a monopoly to anything on the staple goods page. And make everybody pay more money for that. That'll do it. That'll do it. Oh, establish a colonial administration. Funny. Yeah, because what would we need again? At least 2 Bulgarian states. Currently, the one fulfilled state region is Niger, is the largest state. Yeah, if we took over Sokoto, we could create a colonial administration. But we... man. Now, we do have low interest rates here. Oh, there's a railway that we're subsidizing for quite a bit of money. Which one is it? Oh, the one in Benin. We don't need to do that. All right. Yeah, the paper situation is getting a little dire. We're going to tackle that actually first here. I'm just going to do 10 of them here. So keep the skyscraper at the top. We'll finish these two things in Greece. There we go. But as I said, avoid prestige goods companies or the bonus will equal out the effect. That's why I'm currently trying a run where I only get prestige industrial stuff like tools, steel, paper, explosives. Yeah, and you know, quite honestly, getting prestige like tools and steel and all of that, getting the throughput bonus that you get for all of that is kind of nice. The prestige, wait, did I build this? No. Getting the prestige tool is nice. So you get a throughput bonus in so many buildings since tools are used in so many places. Throwback to when the private sectors was building only railways. Yeah, they're all not profitable and I had to subsidize them. Yeah, I still don't get why they made a level 30 railway. Yeah, I don't know what the deal with that was, but in terms of like making railways profitable, I find a lot of times when people are having trouble making railways profitable, like this right now, it's because people don't want to use labor-saving PMs. But the rail PMs are what makes them profitable. Yeah, so we have an additional 67. Ooh, not quite that. Yeah, I don't want to make it expensive. Yeah, this is kind of perfect. There we go. So now... oh, it's still not really profitable. Here's what we'll do. We'll take the railway off of this. We'll take it off of the vineyards here. We'll put it on here. And now... oh, really? Alright, then... just... we can put it back on here. There you go. Very profitable railway. In fact, kind of need another one now. But we'll hold off. The private sector might build it for us. But that's how you make them profitable. But yeah, we're cutting into like... now we have like a lot of unemployed people. But we can hire that back up. Like... in fact, we're going to put a bunch of... oh, actually, no. Why don't we just build paper mills here? Alright. I mean, actually, we could use those motor industries, but also, Actually, no. We'll leave it as is. We'll do the stuff here. But I want to get these motor industries built there, so we're gonna rearrange some stuff. Oh, whoops. I'll come back for those. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll get to the paper mills. So that I want to build the motors right after the paper. All right, though, we are at the 3-hour mark here, so we got to take a quick 90-second break. I don't want to miss it again like I did last time, so that we don't get hit by ads during gameplay. So 90 seconds, and we'll be right back. All right, and we're back. And we're back. Music's not back. All right, let's keep it going. All right, so now that we've built that stuff, let's just double check coal mines here. Yeah, so this will hire up. And this is hiring up. So now, sulfur. Yeah, we're good on sulfur. Oh yeah, wait, what do I miss here? I'm taking states just to get specific companies at this point. Oh, that's not a bad strategy, actually. I've never really thought about that. Yeah, taking a state just so you can get the company. I like it. I like where your head's at with that one. I like never use rail transportation. So basically, are we just increasing the price of transportation? No. See, the thing is, I think we don't utilize the labor-saving PMs enough, right? So let's take a look at what we just did here. Yeah, so if we did that here, we'd be eliminating 28,000 labor positions, right? The thing to keep in mind with laborers is that they're the lowest level of paid worker that you can have in your country. They're the lowest level of worker and the lowest paid. They don't get a wage multiplier. So you have 28,000 people here that will no longer be laborers. So you're going to save labor here. Now, even though we have a lot of unemployment here, it's still worth doing because you'll have that many people. This building will be hiring less laborers, and then you can create more levels of the building, and then hire people in with better jobs. So like we did that here, and now you can see, yeah, we still have quite a bit of laborers, but yeah, there would be 17,000 more laborers here. And so with that, you basically are raising your standard of living by doing that, because you're giving them a better job, which means they'll be hired within a better job, better type of job. They'll get a wage multiplier, they'll get more money, it'll raise their level of wealth and raise their standard of living, which also raises or increases the basket of goods that they're going to buy. So it stimulates your economy, because more goods and more expensive goods are going to be purchased in your economy. So eventually, people always say, like, don't use the labor-saving PMs. I think it's true to not use the labor-saving PMs if you have peasants. But if you have unemployed, you still want to use the labor-saving PMs and then just build more levels of the building. Because you want as few people as possible hired as laborers. Because you can't really raise your standard of living until you do that. I've kind of slacked on that myself in this run, because I've been kind of preoccupied with the achievements. But and we've also had some economic woes. But building up a bunch of levels of railway and then using these railway PMs in these buildings and then hiring up more of these urban buildings is a very easy way to increase your standard of living and then increase your wealth and your GDP, because the stuff that these buildings are making are worth more than the stuff that these buildings are making. So that's generally why you want to use the transportation. And then on top of it, it has the added benefit that as you raise the level of railway, you get more infrastructure to use on building more levels of this stuff. An influential faction within the petite bourgeoisie has grown frustrated with their co-members' neutrality on the topic of colonial exploitation. Themselves in favor of the law, they have now resolved to form a separate political faction intent on passing it. Yeah, let's take this. Be nice if... How much success chance do we need against a zero stall in order to get this to advance out of the first level? Now, that being said, after everything I just said, it's 1903 and I haven't utilized enough of my railway transportation. Which I should do. I really should. So we're starting to build up a little bit here. See, the biggest problem I've had at this run is not even necessarily how much is in the investment pool, but the amount of reinvestment we're getting per week. We haven't been able to keep private construction up. We have a lot of investment pool contribution. So this is an interesting dilemma we've gotten. Do we have any regional HQs yet? So Lower Egypt. All right. 400 pounds. So wonderful. Calabria. Nothing. Thanks, guys. Ah. 546. Okay. Oh, here we go. 1.38. So this isn't so bad. Yeah, we just don't have enough building levels yet. I need this company to be building us a lot more steel. Like, what is going on with steel? Yeah, they should be buying this up. Yeah, I suppose, too, all the stuff for sale, they're just privatizing stuff, which isn't so bad. It'll get us out of debt. But I really need them to be continuously adding things to the build queue. This afternoon, Sabi Venkov, leader of the Industrialists, delivered a fiery speech advocating for the enactment of colonial exploitation. Yeah, we'll take the 10. Still no advancement. Killing me, killing me. Alright, but these paper mills will help us. I mean, I can also cut down on the amount of bureaucracy. I might have overbuilt a little bit there. So let's look at that. Alright, so let's cut that down a little bit. So we get a 7.2% state construction efficiency. That's fine. Did cut that down, though. Paper's a little bit more affordable. What's interesting is it's not the interest payments that's really killing us. And military goods are pretty cheap. Yeah, it's this construction. 60k construction, we're only getting about 17k back when we're on laissez-faire. We need much more reinvestment. Finally, it progressed. See this. We could use this. So we're getting pan-national. You know, that's what we're going to do. Because I also really need to get multilateral alliances. We're going to do this. And we already have progress on all of these things. Then we're going to go to central planning, multilateral alliances. Then... yeah, then we're going to finish out this level of stuff. And then go for the combustion engine. Radicals in Kosovo seem to be getting support from discriminated Albanian citizens within the state. So the armed forces are pretty happy. Yeah, let's say less radicalism. We are starting to make progress on that. In our radicals to loyalists ratio there. Now... Take a look at these regional HQs in our country. So this is the one in Austria. I want to go to war with them. The Russian one, don't want to go to war with them. And two Sicilies, yeah, they're an ally. Yep. Egypt, but they're also not taking a lot of reinvestment. Another Austria one. Private inflammatory letters written by a member of the Bulgarian French League have been leaked to the national newspaper. French officials have taken notice and are displeased. All right, the budget's looking pretty good. Instead of building more construction, I think I'm gonna wait for us to lower it down a little bit. We don't have a very large interest payment anyway. Hey, Goblin, what's up? What's up? I just woke up to this live. What's up, y'all? Nice, nice. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? Oh my God, look at our interest rate. Yeah, that would be why. I should just... Okay, we are going to build more construction. Alright, law press to voting. Yeah, look at this. Alright, so they should be... Yeah, okay, so now they're building. Now we're getting 75% of those goods being paid for back to us. So let's hope they can keep that up. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, the Austrian Socialist Revolt. Yeah, they don't want our help. We don't want to help the Socialist Revolts. Oh, so did these guys ever end up... No, they didn't end up joining our power block. Oh, now they will. Ah, we got our cohesion back up a little bit here. In 6 weeks, we're going to get a mandate, so that's nice. Alright, so they're not including them there, but they're in there. Oh, Croatia. Get you in there. They don't like us. We can make them a protectorate, but oh, Germany would join in. So it's gonna be a bit of an uphill battle to get them in there. They're protective towards Croatia. Yeah, see, I really need to get multilateral alliances so I can get another alliance. Then get our power projection up. Look at that, we could possibly get an alliance with them. Ah, here we go. So we have the mandate. So what can we add here? Construction. State construction efficiency. Vassalization. Yeah. See, construction. Get the United Construction Conglomerate. tools, steel, glass. We could take the steel mandate off of the munitions company and then have a company here building us tool, steel, and glass. But that's going to take us some time because we'd have to get to level 3. But we'll get state construction efficiency. Won't be using as much infrastructure. Foreign investments, always not bad. Now, military goods cost, not so bad. And companies. Really tempted to go construction. Because getting extra construction from construction efficiency when you don't have a lot of construction is pretty nice. I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to go for the United Construction Conglomerate. And we won't even need to add lead to them because we already have a company doing that. Let's do it. So let it be written. So let it be done. So what we'll do when we get that company is we'll just take steel off of this. These guys are doing lead, so we won't need to add lead to the construction conglomerate. We're not getting a prestige good out of it, but we already have 2 companies that we can get prestige goods with. Oh, and I didn't look either at... I forget what the prestige bonus of the company is. Yeah, plus 20% construction sector building throughput. Not so bad. Oh, you can get Cyprus back in the block. Get back in the club, buddy. All right, we have colonial exploitation. Yeah, that's not quite where we want to be yet. Oh, yeah. We could try to go for multiculturalism now. Are the trade unions back? No, of course. We lost that agitator. Yeah, nobody supports it. Oh my god. The Turkish national movement supports it, but now has no activism. You guys are the bane of my existence. Now when I could actually use you, you got nothing for me. Oh my god. Yeah, let's go to commercialized agriculture. We'll do that, and then we'll go to compulsory primary school. Unbelievable. Ah, oh, geez, you got this. So we have a communist revolt. Okay. Well, so laissez-faire passed. So we have a chance to lower their activism if we can hold off this revolution progress. Oh, yeah, you know... Okay, hold on. So they're getting plus 25% here from... We could stop doing commercialized agriculture right now and wait for this recently passed laissez-faire to go down. But also, this is a very small revolution, so it might not even matter. Everyone in their revolts. Yeah, seriously. Fake pass ethnostate to get active, start multiculturalism. Yeah, instantly negotiate to keep chance of advancing. That's true. That is true. We could do that. We have quite a few people on the fence. Yeah, why don't we try that? I don't particularly care too much about commercialized agriculture right now. So this will probably stop these guys. Yeah, so these guys might not get to revolution now. The petite bourgeoisie would like this, of course they would. Yeah, so let's get these guys. Let's see what they get up to. I would love it if the Turkish national movement could do something positive for us. They're all the shenanigans they put us through. But I don't know exactly how this works. Yeah, basically what we do now is we wait and hope that they will get up to 25% activism. Yeah, you need 25 and at least 1% support. Yeah. So they'll get up to 25. The only problem is once they get above 25, once we stop ethnostate, it might immediately go down. I forget if it does immediately go down now. It might. I think they tried to address this. This is a little bit of cheese. We are indulging in a little bit of cheese here. But if it doesn't, then we can start enacting multiculturalism. They'll stay at 25%. We'll get 5% support for it, but then we can do some negotiations with these guys on the fence to raise the success chance. Now, these guys are creeping ever closer. An attempt on the life of the president has killed many, but spared our ruler. A complex device, itself damaged in the attack, is the only trace of the revolutionary left at the site of the attack. Oh yeah, here we go. 33% chance of lowering their revolution progress by 10. Ah, we didn't get it. Whatever. One of our generals died. So we could use a defensive... Ah, here we go. Armed Forces, Republican, Brave. 5%. Well, whatever. We can take that. Minus 84% timed modifier. Ugh, that could stop them from 25. Yeah. Movement suppressed after Civil War. Yeah, yeah. Because they just fought. What does this all add up to? 25, 50, 70, 90, 99, 100, 101 and a half. Yeah. But this decays over time. So I think actually this isn't a good time to do this. We gotta wait for this to decay down a little bit. Yeah, Serbian people have spoken out against the passing of ethnostate. We'll take that. We'll cancel ethnostate right now. And you get law commitments from other great powers. as a great power. No, you can't. Maybe one of them has multiculturalism. No, not as a great power. I mean, you can do it. You can get the treaty article in your treaty, but it won't actually add anything to your success chance if you're of equal power. Now, okay, damn. The Turkish national movement. The two laws I want. Oh wait, no, it's multiculturalism. No, I'm looking for this. The Yugoslav national movement. The liberal movement. So if we put the intelligentsia back in, let's do that. And now we'll go for universal suffrage. What do these guys hate? So I would like to get that plus 22. Let's go for guild system. So yeah, I think in tonight's episode, what we'll do is we'll fake go for guild system. We'll get the Yugoslav national movement in on universal suffrage. Hey, Salvo, hello, from... what was that? What was that in reference to? Well, I think we reached our stopping point for this morning's episode. We did some pretty good work here. We did get an achievement. We got the Teamkiller achievement, so we got one of the three we're aiming for this run. Check notifications. Oh, Salvo. Oh my God! Once again, I gotta fix. I just sent you a super chat. Thank you so much. I was talking about this earlier. The notifications don't make a sound. I recently switched to OBS. I gotta figure this out. Same thing happened to Super Frank earlier. I feel so bad. Thank you so much. Your content and video production are top notch. Keep up the good work. Cheers for Italy. Oh, I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Very, very cool of you. I've got to fix this notification sound. I feel so bad when I don't say thank you when these things happen. And that you have to like alert me to it in chat. But very much appreciated. Yeah, so we did some good work here today. We are in 1904, so I gotta start getting it together if we're gonna lower Germany's prestige here so that we can get Prussia, the Balkans. But that'll be it for right now. Though, as usual, we are continuing this again tonight. So it'll start around 8:30 p.m. Eastern, so that's in about 6.5 hours from now. So whatever time zones you are in. I cannot spoil Dev Diaries, but I think I have a new job. Yeah, that's right. Telling me when these alerts come up that I don't see. I'll try to fix that today. Yeah. But yeah, that'll be it for right now. So hopefully I'll see everybody tonight when we continue it. Thank you so much, everybody, for chatting and hanging out and watching. And hopefully I'll see you tonight. And as always, be awesome, my friends. I'll see you next time.